Yo, what's going on everybody? It's your boy TSlick, and I'm here to bring you another video, basically an update video on my last college dropout video. For those of you who don't know, I made a video of when I previously dropped out of college 2 years ago, basically explaining what was going through my mind and explaining why I dropped out. This video I'm not going to really explain why I dropped out, but I'm going to explain to you the journey of being a college dropout and what I'm doing now in my life. So as always, sit back, relax, enjoy the video. Okay, so I want to start this video out by saying that I'm not trying to persuade anyone to drop out of college. I just simply want to inform people who may be on the fence about whether or not they should drop out or what dropping out can really hold as a consequence for their life. So by all means, if you're in college and you're watching this video, don't think that I'm trying to get you to drop out by any means, because I'm not. I understand that there's different strokes for different folks, and college is actually a big asset in somebody's life. So if you're in college, keep doing your thing, man, keep grinding, and wish you the best of luck. Okay, so with that being said, I want to jump into what happened immediately after I dropped out of college. So immediately after I dropped out of college, I found myself in a weird point in life. It was a period in life where I did not know what the next step was. For the most part, my parents always told me, go to high school, finish high school, then after that go to college, get a job, and then, get old, I guess, have a family. But now I was in a position where I had taken myself out of college prematurely, without even telling my parents, and now I'm in a position of, okay, what do I do? I didn't have a job. My parents were supporting me at the time. I was living in an apartment they were paying for. I was still living in my college town, and I was stuck in a phase of being scared to tell my parents, for one, and also really just trying to figure out a way to make something happen to myself. This was not successful, as I didn't end up getting a job. Had to let my parents know that I dropped out of college and I needed to come home because I was running out of money very fast, and I was not going to be able to afford an apartment whenever my lease was up. So I ended up moving back home with my parents, and this was actually really embarrassing for me. I felt really strange because I thought I had it all figured out. I thought that I really didn't need college and college wasn't for me, and that I would be okay without college. But now here I am, 20 years old, 19 years old. I'm back at my parents' house, same rules, got a curfew, have to be in, at a certain time at night, have to tell them where I'm going, not as extreme how it was when I was initially in their house, but still, it was definitely a change from being in my own environment and being in my own space, and I really didn't like it, and I started second guessing my decision on dropping out. However, I did not let these negative emotions I was experiencing put a blanket over my decision on dropping out of college. So what I decided to do was to go get a full-time job and work until I saved up enough money to move back to my college town, where my friends were, where my free space was, and where I could really be as creative as I wanted to be without having my parents' rules and regulations cloud over my mind. So what I did is I became a server full-time at a Mexican restaurant, worked, and saved up about $2,000, and then once I had around $2,000, I said, adios, I gotta go, and I moved in with my ex-girlfriend or girlfriend, or the girl I was talking to while I was at college, and I stayed with her in her apartment, in her room, on her floor. It was really weird. So after living with my girlfriend for around a week or two, I immediately found another job as a server at a local bar/restaurant in my college town. I did that for around 3 to 4 months before eventually getting fired for doing explicit things with a girl in the restroom. It was a rumor. I never did those things. But anyway, I ended up getting fired, and then I ended up taking kind of a bad path from there. I ended up doing some not so good things for money. I'm not going to express those things that I did just because I don't want to influence anybody else to do those things. Those were terrible decisions I made. I realize that now, but at the time, that's what I did. So started saving up money, and then eventually I got another job at a leasing office in an apartment. I've never worked at an apartment before, so this was a new thing for me, but I was ready to take on the task. I had nothing else to do, didn't have any college to go to, didn't have any tests, didn't have any homework, didn't have any parents to report to, so I was pretty much free to do whatever I want to and free to learn anything I wanted to. So I took this new job, head over heels, head first, whatever you want to say, and I dove into it, and I started working full time as a leasing agent, and I enjoyed it and I had fun. For those of you who don't know what a leasing agent is pretty much the person who's in the front office in an apartment complex that answers the phones, logs in the packages, and also gives tours to new people that want to come in and check out the property. So that's what I did for about 3 months. While I was a leasing agent, I actually gained a really good connection with the maintenance supervisor or the lead maintenance technician at the apartment complex at the time, and he came to me one day and he told me, hey, like, I really need your help in the maintenance side. We're kind of struggling over here, we're short-staffed, and I feel like you would be a better fit here. At the time, I was kind of concerned because what maintenance technicians do, basically they fix refrigerators, fix ACs, unclog toilets, they do all types of things, unclog garbage disposals, change light bulbs, fix fans, they do all types of hands-on stuff that happens in the property. And at the time, I never did that type of work. I was the type of kid where if dad was downstairs working on the car, I would be upstairs playing video games or making YouTube videos. I just wasn't a very hands-on guy, so I was kind of standoffish at first when he came to me about this job. But my ears lit up whenever he told me that it would come with more money. He said that this would be about a $5 to $6 pay increase, and that really sparked my interest. I had to really sit back and ask myself, do I want to have clean hands and a little wallet, or do I want to have dirty hands and big money? So, of course, I said, you know what, I'll help you out. So this actually brings me where I am today. I'm currently a maintenance technician at the same apartment complex where I live at. I make fairly good money. I have enough money to pay my rent. Yes, I have my own apartment. I have a 4-bedroom, 2-bathroom apartment with me and my roommate, one other guy, good friend of mine, by the way. And I have plenty enough money to pay rent, keep food in the house, and invest in anything that I really want to. I'm not in college, I don't have any student loans, I don't have to take time out of my day to go study something, I don't have to take time out of my day to go to classes, stress about tests, worry about anything else besides doing what I want to do and going to work and making money so that I can do what I want to do. As y'all know, I'm a very passionate entrepreneur, so having money and having income to be able to invest in assets is something that's very, very crucial and something that I really enjoy about working full-time and having that freedom to put all those hours into making money. And now when I sit back and think about it, and I truly think about how scared I was to drop out and how afraid I was to fail outside of college, it's really sad, and I wish I didn't have those feelings, and that's why I'm making this video for you, for that person who's on the fence about whether I should drop out or not. If you're having those feelings about whether or not you should drop out of college, more than likely you should. And I'm here to tell you that you'll be okay. You can do it. It's not that hard. As long as you are smart, focused, and determined to succeed, you'll be okay. So anyway, guys, I don't want to sit here and rant on about my life for any much longer. But anyway, I want you to say thank you for watching to the video if you did stick around. And also, I want to hear your opinions and your thoughts. And I want to hear your advice if you have any advice for me if you're older. If you're younger, I want you to ask me questions about maybe giving you advice. So anyway, all that stuff being said, leave any of that stuff down in the comments. Leave a like if you like the video, and subscribe if you want to see more. Peace out.